Hi, my name is Shannon Brennan, and I'm here to talk about Molly Clayton, Lauren Byrne, and Abby Dahlman's video on body shaming. So, according to them, body shaming is criticizing yourself or others because of some aspect of a physical appearance. And I thought this was interesting how they did this topic because it actually is really controversial, and you hear a lot of it while you're on a college campus, especially here at Dayton. Well, not especially at Dayton, but you know what I'm talking about. And body shaming is a negative aspect, and I actually have heard a lot of it here, and I'll be like sitting like in the lounge, and someone be like, oh, like I wish I had this girl's body, or oh, she's too fat, and I just think that's awful because girls are being depicted as objects instead of like who they are. So instead of looking at their personalities, like people will just pick apart their body. And what Molly, Abby, and Lauren talked about was how it leads to negative self images. So people will often think negative thoughts about themselves, which is awful. And I just don't think that's right. And it's not even just regular people like here on a college campus or like out in the world. It's a lot of celebrities get torn apart from it too. Whether it's like positive or good, like it's just all around. And it's like all around, like you'll hear it coming in and out. So, a popular example that Molly, Abby, and Lauren used was Kim Kardashian, and she was pregnant, and people were tearing apart. Like, they were like, oh my god, Kim's getting so fat. What's going on with her life? Like, did something happen to make her, like, really stressed out? But she was just pregnant, and that's not right, because any woman who gets pregnant is going to get fat. It's just something you can't prevent. And uh, I liked how at the end of their video they talked about ways that you can help. So like don't criticize people and you should appreciate your body. So that's good that they added that in. And so I looked up some sources. And no, well, first off, I agree that body shaming leads to self-consciousness and it promotes bullying, especially in like schools and for pettier kids, and disrespect for oneself. And so I looked up some sources, and the first source I found was how body shaming is it's all over the media. We see it everywhere in our lives today, and we're constantly seeing like weight loss tips and like subconsciously thinking about our physical appearances. And it's good that we're seeing weight loss tips because that can lead to healthier lifestyles. But it's also not good because people are thinking, oh, I can get this skinny in this amount of days, which isn't real because that's unhealthy. You have to work on it over time, and then you'll be at like your healthy point. And so what this article did was it really brought out how body shaming manifests in today's society. So first off, it's body shaming is criticizing one's appearance through judgments or comparisons. So a lot of times, like someone will see someone on the media or in person, and they'll be like, "Oh, I wish I had that body." So they'll judge their body and pick out the aspects they like or dislike, and then compare it with themselves, which just brings down your self confidence. Like that's not right. And the next way it manifests is criticizing someone's appearance in front of them, which is awful. Like that's bullying to an awful extent. And and if you're doing it right in front of them, that will kill their self-confidence. And well, for most people, some people don't care, but for the most part, body shaming leads to that. Like people, especially in the media, they'll attack celebrities in front of their faces and be like, what the heck, you're so fat. Or just that kills confidence, especially for young girls trying to like develop. And then finally, criticizing another's appearance without their knowledge, which is behind the back bullying, and that leads to girls thinking negative against themselves too. So body shaming is wrong, and as a society, we should make an effort to weed out this problem. And a few ways we can actually eliminate this issue is identifying ways we are upset and like why we're upset. And if you can identify like what's wrong with yourself, not what's wrong with yourself, but what you don't like about yourself, you can always like go about that and fix that. Like if your arms, like you want to work on that, like that's what you feel like you're being shamed on, you can go to the gym more and like work on that. And then another way is identifying body positive people. So you can look for a role model, whether it's someone you know personally or seen personally or someone you even seen in media. Because honestly, like it shouldn't matter on your body. As long as you're happy, you look prettier. And you'll look like you're having a better time no matter what you like. No one will even pay attention to your body if you have a great personality. So you just have to be more positive. And then the next thing that we can eliminate this is confront body shamers. So if you're ever out and you hear someone talking about someone else and you know that's wrong, you should definitely confront them and be like, this is wrong, like they're beautiful, like just let them live their life, like it's not affecting you in any way. And then finally, just find things you like about your body. Because if you can be confident about something, that should eliminate all the other struggles you have. So the next source I found talks about the NEDA, which is the National Eating Disorder Association, and that body shaming leads to eating disorders, which is an awful thing in society, which is dangerous and can even lead to death, which is wrong. And so what the NEDA is trying to do is eliminate body shamers and make healthier lifestyles for more people. So if we see someone in the media, it'd be hard not to compare the bodies, but like we just gotta keep going. And the final source I found is talking about the media. And often in the media, that's where you see people being torn apart from their bodies, whether it's like you're too fat or too skinny. So the example that I found was Miley Cyrus Instagrammed a picture of herself in a bathing suit, and people are tearing her apart. Like, she looks happy, she's enjoying herself, but people are saying she's too skinny, she's anorexic, which is awful, because you cannot assume that from anyone, because that's a disease, and she's fine. It's just that's how she is, and she works out a lot. She's just living her life. Like, let her live her life. And so this article is from the CNN, and it talks about how like celebrities are being specifically targeted for their bodies, like I said earlier, and like what Abby, Lauren, and Molly said. Kim Kardashian. It's just people are assuming too many things, and so that's what I found from all this research and then watching their video. And body shaming is just a huge aspect that people take in today. So thanks for watching. Bye.